Thank you, Gene. Gene mentioned 18 years. I'm going for 40. "18 years, a lot of students, it's a lot of names, a lot of faces, but tonight I'd like to talk about the dreams. Each year, since I'm a ninth grade teacher, the students share with me their dreams, some of them on day one. Over the years, I've heard a lot about doctors, a lot about lawyers. In the last 10 years, with all the CSI shows, I've heard a lot about forensic psychologists. There's a part, though, to these conversations that has always saddened me. There's our Boston, and there's one of my ninth grade students. And I wonder how many years it will take for Singh, that's his name, and all ninth grade students to meaningfully experience any one of those professions. It is as if this is the 21st century dream deferred. 3 years ago, a program came to Boston intent on changing the dream deferred. Its name is Build. It is a 4-year entrepreneurship program. Great motto. Entrepreneurship is the hook, college is the goal. Build came to us with an incredible track record. 99% of the students who complete the 4-year program graduate from high school. 80% of those students go on to 4-year colleges and universities. Tonight, I'd like to talk about 3 essential elements of the program. The first, of course, is the entrepreneurship experience. When students come into my class that first day in September, I want them to begin to think of themselves as problem solvers, as creators. I want them to be curious. I want them to be disciplined. Now, I'm feeling pretty serious now, but I'm known in my school as being very, very corny. So one day, I said, what if curiosity and discipline got married? Students said, what? I said, think about it. This is in Build class. I bet their kid would be feasibility, right? You would have an idea that you had thought about, and you had tested it. So one of the most gratifying things to me as a teacher is to see students take on the language of entrepreneurship, feasibility, and to know what it means. I must tell you, though, that this process is definitely not linear. And here's a story to illustrate that fact. My first year, I was with a business team. It was the first day. We're sitting around the table, ready to brainstorm, ready to take notes. No one has a pen. Not even me. But like good entrepreneurs, they took that problem and they turned it into a business opportunity. They were convinced they could create a pen that even a ninth grader could not lose. And so the process continued over the weeks, over the months. They started researching the competition. They started continuing with their designs. They started estimating their cost of goods sold, another great term. And they were finally ready to unveil their prototype. And here it is, the Dependable. The pen that you can clip to any part of your person, and it really is almost impossible to lose. Anybody interested? You would not believe how many of these I have in my car. The same team that could not record their first day of existence in the last 2 years has sold 600 of these units. Look at these winning smiles. The Dependable. The second part of Build is trying to develop students' real-world skills that they can use in entrepreneurship, they can use anywhere. Please meet Frandy. That's not Frandy. Okay, let's come back. Let's pretend that is Frandy, okay? Frandy was one of the most enthusiastic Build students I ever saw. Within the first day, he was telling me that he was going to be the chief executive officer of his team. So just imagine that exuberance. Now, 2 weeks later, that was Frandy. Frandy's winning smile did not come across the way to his teammates necessarily that it might to for us. Frandy needed a skill set to become a leader. He needed to find a way to manage conflict. If you ask ninth graders about conflict, they're very honest. Most of them will tell you that they have two pitches. One is to be passive, one is to be aggressive. What we teach and build is that there's a third way, the way of being assertive, the way to step up to someone without stepping on someone. That is the way of the chief executive officer. Let's look at one more picture of Frandy. You can see it in his hand gestures. If we could broadcast this live, you would hear it in his voice. And you certainly can see it in the way the team is reacting to him. I think I've saved the best part of Build for last. These are the mentors. Across its 4 schools, Charlestown, Community Academy of Science and Health, the Jeremiah E. Burke, and another course to college, my school, Build has 90 mentors. These are all entrepreneurs, and they all have college degrees. And they all commit to at least 1.5 hours of working with their business teams. Now, anyone who's a teacher, you're going to get real jealous, so just brace yourself. Usually in the Build classroom, I'm 1 with 30. But on Wednesday afternoons, between 3 and 4:30, 12 business professionals come into the room. And suddenly 1 on 30 has become 2 on 5. Every week. You can imagine, after the course of working together for an entire year, the thrill of winning that mentors and students share. But what I think about most are conversations like these. This is not a thrill conversation, as you can see. This is a hard one. And the thing about mentors that I like the most is their willingness to engage students when it is hard. And this is not just about their business plan. This could be about something going on at home. This could be about an academic issue. So 1 on 30 became 2 on 5, becomes 1 on 1 in 4 schools in the city. I asked you to think tonight at the beginning of the dream deferred. This is our Boston. This is my student sing. I think it's our student sing. What would he have to say? Well, let's see him pitch his product called the e-candle. Ready for all mothers for Mother's Day.
Hi, my name is Gakram Singh. My product is e-candle. E-candle is the only carbon-neutral, multi-scented, multi-layered candle on the market.
I would submit to you, this young man is not living a dream deferred. At 14, 15 years old, he's already starting to live a life of choice. And that, I believe, is entrepreneurship education. Thank you.